Hi and welcome to ZoomTV, the show where we explore everything that flies, drives and floats and invite you along for the experience. Well, today we're attending a very special car meet in Fremantle, Western Australia. Now, what is that for, man?
Look, it's just custom cars and coffee, so it's all really just about bringing your car down, parking up, easy come, easy go, grabbing a coffee and
revving the hell out of your car, which I love. Allan and I check out two Hyundais that share one thing in common.
Their commonality, Aaron, as you so correctly point out, is that they are both limited edition trophy.
And our Sandus celebrity hitchhiker today is the very talented Anthony Callea. Welcome to ZoomTV. Now, there's two things in life I absolutely love. One is coffee and the other is custom cars. So when my mate here to the right of me said, come to my custom car and coffee meet in Fremantle, Western Australia, I had to come. Jace, how are you?
yeah, thanks Aaron, thanks for coming.
Mate, it is a great turnout here. When you said you had a few cars coming, I would never have guessed it'd be like 400 cars. This is an amazing meet, mate.
Yeah, look, it's it just keeps growing at the moment. We've probably topped over 500 today. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Now, how did it all come about?
Look, we just found a bit of a niche market. You know, a lot of people wanted to bring their cars out, go for a bit of a cruise, and you know, just stumbled upon the format, you know, through some overseas events. So we decided to try it here.
Okay, now what is that format?
Look, it's just custom cars and coffee, so it's all really just about bringing your car down, parking up, easy come, easy go, grabbing a coffee and
revving the hell out of your car, which I love. Now, the rules that you've got basically are rules that everyone's obviously very attracted to. Firstly, there's no entry fee. There's no time limit. They don't have to stay here for a certain amount of time. It's just rock up between 8 and 10 o'clock, come and go, do what you want and share the love.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's a format that really works. We do it early in the morning so people can come down, get their cars out of the garage, come down for a coffee, and then they've got the rest of the day to go for a cruise up around the beach or into Freo.
Awesome. Now, I've already gone for a bit of a walk around. I've seen cars from 1928 all up to recent cars. So there's really no discrimination here, is there?
No, look, it's all about getting all types of motor enthusiasts down, no matter what car you drive or what part of the scene you come from.
Okay, now if someone wants to get involved and they're not here now, how do they hear about it? How do they become a fan of your, well, I want to call it a club, your association? How do they get involved?
Yeah, look, we've just got a group Facebook page, so you can just jump onto Facebook, Custom Cars and Coffee WA.
Now, Jay, some of the people at home might recognise you from last week's show with your 1966 Mustang. That's where our friendship blossomed, and I'm going to keep that friendship up throughout the year. Follow your club, your association, your group, as you evolve and become bigger and better, mate. Thanks very much for having us down.
Thanks for coming down, Aaron.
Now, throughout the show, I'm going to catch up with some crazy people that own some crazy cars and find out exactly what makes them and their car so special. Today, thanks to John Hughes, Allan and I are looking at two cars with two things in common. Firstly, brand. Secondly,
Yes, Aaron, well, they are both Hyundais, of course. I have the i30, you have the Elantra, and their commonality, Aaron, as you so correctly point out, is that they are both limited edition trophies.
they are, Allan. The boys at John Hughes said, take these cars, take both of them, because they're special limited edition, like you, Allan. They give you something extra. They give you alloy wheels and leather.
Yeah, they're really nice cars. Now, you're going to take yours for a bit of a run. I'm going to take mine for a bit of a run and see what we think. Is that the deal?
It is, and then we
Is that a
meet
shake?
back. We meet back,
Yes.
and we discuss exactly how we found the cars.
I can't wait.
It's going to be great. Now, get in your car.
I'm getting into my
I
red
love
go
how
fast
you
car.
always choose the masculine colours as well, Allan.
Of course.
After the break, jump on board the Hyundai i30 Trophy with Alan Simons and join me here in Fremantle, Western Australia, as we continue to catch up with people here at Custom Cars and Coffee. That's after the break on ZoomTV.
The Hyundai i30 Trophy. You can't imagine how much I wanted to dislike this car. The truth is, I just can't. Sure, there are a few little things that you find it difficult to live with, but if you want a car that will do exactly what you want it to do, exactly when you want to do it, then this could be your car. Hyundai has released the trophy version of the i30, which I'm driving, and the Elantra, which Aaron has control of, and a package of additional features worth around $2,000 and other special deals. So why didn't I want to like this Hyundai? Well, it's not supposed to be zippy. It's not supposed to be comfortable. It's not supposed to, well, exist really. This is the perfect commuter. It's perfect for picking up the kids after school. It's perfect for going shopping and it's perfect for even going on trips. This Hyundai i30 Trophy has everything we need. And that includes all the fruit inside this rather stylish motor car. 6-speaker stereo with USB and auxiliary inputs, Bluetooth, climate control, rear parking distance sensors, leather seats, alloy wheels, flex steering sport on the driver's wheel, 6-speed auto and glove box cooling system, along with a 1.6-litre turbo diesel engine. So I'm just trying to understand the significance of this Hyundai. It pretty well means that we can no longer justify our precious Mercedes, our treasured BMWs, our lovely Audis, because Hyundai has had a look at those cars, taken them apart, reassembled them, and really given them something to worry about. This is a very nice little car.
Tell you what, classic cars like this is what loving classic cars is all about. They're so beautiful, beautifully restored. You must be the owner, sir.
I am, sir.
Aaron Pitt, ZoomTV.
How are you?
Now this is a very special, very rare car. You must be a proud person.
Well, it's a very nice car. It's got a 4-cylinder motor. In modern language, it's about 3 litres. So it's a pretty big motor.
Yeah. Now, before we go, we have to have a look under the bonnet.
Sure.
Now, John, what's been your proudest moment of the restoration?
Probably getting the engine restored to a reliable state.
Okay, did you do it yourself?
Yes, I did. Well, I mean, the engine was in when I bought the car.
Yep.
But I've redone the engine completely.
Okay, well, you've done a beautiful job indeed on restoring the car. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And you deserve to keep that grin. Beautiful car. Mate, is this your car?
It is my car.
I'm Aaron Pitt from ZoomTV. Tell us about your car.
It's a 1960 Holden. It's running a turbo 202, power glide transmission and a Commodore diff.
How'd you come about it?
It was my first car, actually.
Really?
I've owned it since I was 17. The old man bought it for me back then, and it's slowly progressed since then.
And what do you love about it?
Oh, look, it's very reliable. It makes everyone smile when they see it, so love cruising in it.
Made me smile, mate. Thank you very much.
No worries.
You have to be the owner of this car.
Yeah, that's me, mate.
Aaron Pitt, ZoomTV. How are you,
How's
mate?
it
Now, tell us about it. Has to be 1970?
75.
Yeah, there you
75.
go.
It's one of the first Alexas that came out. Just did an engine swap in it about a year ago. It's got a 355 stroker in it, turbo 400, 9-inch. Goes pretty good. I just took it down to Whoop Ass Wednesday, just on Wednesday, and it ran 11.5.
So you whooped us?
Yeah, I did. I did whoop some ass on Wednesday. Yeah,
Now,
it's
she looks
pretty
good on the outside. Looks like you've done a little bit of nice upgrade on the
Yeah,
paint.
yeah.
Gone a little bit original.
Yeah.
Can I see under the bonnet, please,
Yeah,
sir?
no worries.
Now that's an engine. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate it. Take care of it.
Yeah.
Are you the owner of this car, sir?
Absolutely. You
Aaron.
just talked to my son, actually.
Oh, here you go. You're a breeder. You're a breeder. Now tell us about your car.
Okay, I bought this one in Perth.
Yep.
I actually have 2 of them, I have a 69 and a 70. This is a 350 horsepower, original factory car.
It looks like a beautiful car. How does it sound?
It sounds really nice. It goes really well. Yeah.
Well, that was like me asking you nicely
Yeah.
to start it up.
Okay, well.
Oh, that is a nice car, isn't it? Good luck with it. Thank you very much. Tell you what, you never know what you're going to see at some of these car events. Check this out. You have to be the owner.
Yes, I am.
What is
Thank
it?
you. So it's a Morris commercial,
Yep.
1951. This is from the grandfathers.
Oh, wow.
He bought it when he came to Australia in 1950.
Now, I said tell you about your car, but it's actually a truck.
It's a truck.
What was it used for?
It's market gardening.
Oh, awesome.
It's Osmond Park.
I tell you what, these machines is what I suppose lets our kids and everyone know
Yes.
that there's a bit of history here in Australia with automobiles. This is a fantastic restored truck.
Yes.
Well done. Well done, sir. Thank you very
you.
much. Nice to meet you. Now, what's your car? Why do you love it? What are you doing here, Calvin?
It's a 1972 Lincoln Continental, 460 big block. It's about the only 72 Continental that I know of in Australia.
Now, why do you like it?
It's just unique. People usually don't know what it is when they first see it.
What kind of mileage are you getting out of it?
In the city, it's about 9 miles per gallon.
So what's the conversion in litres?
Around about 30 litres per 100 k's.
I bet your wife hates you. Thank you very much. Great to meet
I
you.
only drive it on the weekend.
Now we've got to talk to the owner of this car. It's one of my favourite, the old Torrey Coupe. Aaron Pitt, ZoomTV, how are you?
Ian.
Ian, get out. I want to talk to you about your car.
Lovely.
Now, mate, I can tell you're sharing that Torrey grin. It must be a proud thing owning this car.
Yeah, I had it 26 years now, just finished restoration just before October 12, so yeah.
26 years of
26
restoring.
years, yeah.
I tell you what, have you had it valued?
It started off around about 80 and they're up from now on, so
It's not a bad investment for
yeah.
the old beast, is
yeah.
it?
I was going to sell it every now and again and I've kept it. I'm so glad I did now. So
Now you've got to do me a favour. I want to hear the 202. I want to hear it turning over.
yeah, no problem.
It is a 202?
Yes, 202 as stock.
There you
standard
go.
bore. Yeah.
There you go. And pop the bonnet. I want to lift this, I tell you. Oh, come and look at this. There's a lot of love there.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I'm very proud of you, very jealous. If you ever want to sell it and you want to discount the price massively, look up ZoomTV. Oh, thank you, sir. Coffee and custom cars, gotta love it. After the break, thanks to John Hughes, I'll share my thoughts on the Elantra Trophy. That's up next on ZoomTV, so stick around. You know, straight off the boot, I want to tell you, I'm a big fan of the 2014 Hyundai Elantra, and that's because for a small, medium-sized car, it's sporty, versatile. It's got a lot of road presence for a car of this size, and that's because it receives a lot of influence from its older, more successful big brother, the i45. Hyundai, you've done a good job, but have you done a good job with the way it drives? Well, we're about to find out. One of the standout achievements of Hyundai, and something that is becoming synonymous with their entire range, is their amazing fuel economy. The Elantra is no exception, needing just 7.1 litres per 100 k's around town and only 5 litres on country drives. Allan's turbo diesel is just as surprising, sipping just 5.2 litres of environmentally friendly diesel per 100 k's on the open road. Now the Elantra comes with everything you want and everything you expect from Hyundai. You get your electric windows, you get your cruise control, power steering, ABS, vehicle stability control. You even get a 5-inch touchscreen on your stereo system. You also get Hyundai's great fuel economy. The sleek, fluidically sculptured exterior design of the Elantra is a standout feature. It seems to have the unique ability to adapt to the driver. It looks completely at home amongst the corporate inner city crowd, syncs with a young, more youthful driver, and can cater to the needs of a family. The Elantra is a very versatile and functional vehicle. Well, it drives really well. Well, that's my verdict. And that can be put down to a few things. Firstly, the engine is zippy and powerful, and secondly, where you sit in the car as you drive it, and that's the most important thing to most of us. The steering wheel is chunky, all the controls on there are easy to use with your thumb, you don't have to drift away from your grip too much, and the dash is well laid out. But what I really like is the mixture of digital and analog on the display cluster. That to me is just a little bit classy. Hyundai's focus on leapfrogging their competitors is obvious. Their strategy to produce efficient, versatile and practical cars without compromising on quality or style and yet still remain cost efficient is making them a very popular choice with consumers. The Elantra Trophy is a car that demonstrates thoughtful design and will assist them to win more Australian drivers. How'd you go, mate?
Yeah, good buddy. How about you?
I went really well. I left you the Acrod parking because I thought that was a decent thing to do.
Thanks, very nice.
Now, the cars themselves, very impressed with them.
Absolutely, mate. Hyundai, 10 years ago, the little car from Korea, no one would touch it. These days, very safe, lovely and comfortable, all the fruit, good price, economical. They're terrific cars.
They are. And with the alloy wheels and the leather, although the leather at daylight today really did hurt for the first couple of minutes, made my decision. It made me think you're getting a lot of value with this car.
Absolutely. The 1.6 litre turbo diesel in this car, all the power you need. It's terrific. Runs smooth, it's quiet, it's great. What do you reckon?
I reckon they're both good buys. This one here itself, I liked it. I like the shape. It could be a girl's car, but it also could pass for a nice day drive for a guy.
Well, it could indeed. Now, how do we get a hold of these cars?
All you've got to do is jump onto johnhughes.com.au and they'll fix you up.
And there's a special deal, yes?
There is. As if you're not getting a good deal already, you're getting a $1,000 FPOS card, and that's only for the month of March.
Let's go shopping. Or follow the links from our website. You find out all about these cars and my hirsute friend here beside me. That's zoomtv.com.au.
Mate, love your car. Beautiful car. Needs it clean though. After the break, I catch up with this week's celebrity hitchhiker, Anthony Callea. Stick around because there's more to come on Zoom TV. Anthony Callea, how are you, mate?
Good, how you doing?
I'm good, mate. Aaron Pitt. Now, no coffee. That's it.
I know, what's going on? I'm from Melbourne and you didn't even bring me a coffee.
I didn't want to insult you. That's what it would have cost me $20 just to get you a coffee. Now, mate, you've had an amazing career. You're coming up to your 10-year anniversary on Australian Idol.
Off Idol, yeah.
And
I've got the wrinkles to show.
You look younger. You actually look younger.
Thanks.
What's the secret? Good hair.
Dr. Lorenz.
Mate, my mum, my sisters, everyone loves you. My brothers love you. I mean, you're the kind of artist that you kind of appeal to a very broad demographic, don't you?
Oh, that's nice. Well, you know, I do what I do and hopefully it works. And, you know, 10 years down the track, it's I'm still doing what I love to do and I get to call it a job. So I'm pretty lucky.
Now, before we talk about now, I want to go back to the Australian Idol days. Now, you were, I suppose I will say, lucky enough to start through the Australian Idol, through the reality process. But that's not where it started for you, is it?
No, I started, you know, from a young age of, you know, gigging and singing. Like, I started training when I was 5 years old. And then I started performing from about 10, 11, and then I started recording and gigging properly from about 15, 16. And then, you know, I got to the age of like 20, 21 and I saw Idol as an opportunity because, you know, I suppose in this country there's not a lot of opportunities and, you know, sometimes you just have to throw it out there and see, you know, and see if something comes back in return. And I'm glad that I stepped into that audition room.
And if you look back at Australian Idol, the number twos have done really well. What is that? What's with that?
There's quite a few people that have, you know, come off a show like that. And I think it's just because back in the day, we didn't have the, you know, the production value of a lot of these shows. It was basically get out there and sing. So, you know, you were judged on just that. And I think that's a really beautiful thing because you've got nothing to hide behind. And, you know, some great singers have come out of that show. You look at Guy and Jess and Ricky and, you know, and they're still going strong. And I think it's just a testament to Idol and the Idol brand and what it was all about.
Okay, now what are you doing now?
What am I doing now? I'm doing Grease, the musical. We just did 7 weeks in Brisbane and we're doing 10 weeks in Sydney and then another 10 weeks in Melbourne. And I play the role of Johnny Casino, so I get the fun gig because I do the big production number in the second act. And it's great to be part of a production where you've got, you know, people like Val Lehman and Bert Newton and Todd McKenney, you know, true entertainers that have been around for quite a few years.
Now, are you ready for the sound of Fast Five?
Okay.
Now, the first car you ever owned?
I bought my nonnal's old car. It wasn't a new Mercedes, but it was a little Mercedes 190E, and I loved it. It had cream leather interior with a sunroof.
Next question is, what's your opinion of the best car on the street at the moment? And you can name whatever car you want.
Well, you know what? I drive a Jeep, and you know, a friend of ours was driving a Grand Cherokee, and we loved it. And then we were fortunate enough to have myself and my partner. We were offered a Jeep ambassadorship, and you know, we loved the cars beforehand. So when that got offered to us, we went, Absolutely.
And what is your opinion of the worst car on the streets ever? So you can name any car you want.
Worst car. I don't know why they call them smart cars. Like, I'm sure they're really good for the economy and everything, but they don't look very smart for a smart car.
Yeah, and I suppose you've already said your favourite car. The car you drive at the moment would be a Jeep. There
Yes,
you go.
it's a Jeep.
There you go. And last question, greatest fear?
Flying.
Same.
Definitely flying. I'm the worst flyer, and for a frequent flyer, you would think that after all these years I'd get over it. No, I've cried on flights before.
Best
cried.
So have I. Thank you very much. You were a champion.
Thank you.
So that's our show. Now, if you want to know more about anything from today's show, go to our website, zoomtv.com.au. Now, if you're passionate about anything that flies, drives and floats, become a Zoomaholic. Make a video between 1 and 2 minutes long, upload it to YouTube and send us the link at iamazoomaholic@zoomtv.com.au. And if you're involved in a motoring club or association and have an event coming up, we want to know about it. You never know, we might even attend. Thanks for watching, bye for now, and whatever you do that zooms, make sure you do it safe. And that's a wrap.